inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, a couple of rivals doing battle in the NFC North. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. Off we go on this cold afternoon in Chicago. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers at a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his third season as the Green Bay starter.
If he's going to lead his team to a win, he has to be smart with his decision-making. The last thing you want to do is give the opposing team an extra possession solely because you got reckless with the ball. As long as he is calculated, I think they have a good chance on top.
And he'll take it for 4 yards on the game's first play.
The stop made by Andrew Billings. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Jacobs. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Big Grady Jarrett shuts it down.
Jarrett on the stop. It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
It's now 4th down.
Turned over to Daniel Whelan to punt. Devin Duvernay back deep for Chicago. A fair catch called for and made just beyond their own 50. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the 2nd straight year. The #1 pick in the 2024 draft, it's Caleb Williams.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
And he's going to have this one up near the 28. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And they will finally run him down up near midfield. What a way to start this drive. A second big play. This one for 22.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to rust this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare him to stop it.
On first down, they give it right back to Swift. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. That's good for 27 and a first down.
The biggest element on a lot of these explosive runs, Mike, is can the running back make the first guy miss? That's exactly what he was able to do here, and it led to a big gain.
Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. It'll be a short pickup down to the 22. Javon Bullard there on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run. It's Swift. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
Intended for DJ Ward. The coverage by Evan Williams.
On 4th down, it's Cairo Santos on for the Bears field goal.
36-yard
Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. Santos' kick is good. And the Bears will take a nothing lead.
Packers nothing.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Williams now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Packers offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The man in motion is Watson. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he has steps. Loss of a couple on the play.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Love. In trouble, and down he goes. Montez Sweat getting in for the sack, and now it's going to be 3rd and a mile.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offense. Down sack really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. In motion goes Dobbs. Throwing now on 3rd and long. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And no return on this one. Fair catch signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready for their 2nd possession. They had the field goal on the opening. If they can improve on it here, 3-0 is our score, and it's 1st and 10. Now Williams going to keep it himself, and he won't try to risk much more, sliding down a gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That'll be caught. It's DeAndre Swift. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Chicago.
Good for a Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So in regards to being used in the passing game, there's really 2 types of backs in this league. There's the check down back. He's able to just take the short gains and try to pick up more yards after catch. And then there's the back that can be used as a weapon. Man, when you got a guy like that in your passing game, it is a handful for defense.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Here's Williams. A throw downfield caught by Burton. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. A big-time play for the Bears. 41 yards.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Ball right on the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal. Oh, give up the middle with Swift. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
The idea here on 2nd down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a 3rd and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here, and I think on 3rd and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air.
They'll try and throw, and here's Williams. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. DeAndre Swift, touchdown Chicago.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. It's up and through. And the Bears are out to a 10-0 lead.
Packers 0.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here's Williams on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Packers offense headed back to take over once more. And so far, 2 drives, 2 punts, no first downs. Not a winning formula as they start drive number 3. Start on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Love. This one is caught by Reed. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Love. He's got a man. That's Watson. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
He'll run the toss to Jacobs. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on 1st down.
Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 5. To throw is Love. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. And a solid return as he gets it up past the 45-yard line.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
The Bears offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early, and they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Williams. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete.
Incomplete. Quay Walker on the coverage.
Third and 5. Here's Williams. Is incomplete. Holston Loveland was the intended receiver.
Incomplete.
And it's going to be 4th down.
Javon Bullard.
They're going for it. Here's Williams. That one on target to Moore. And he's going to have the Bears 1st down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So some early intrigue as we have reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Bears off to the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Bears in possession, here to start the second quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20, as we are ready to get back underway. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Swift, and he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for 1st down, 1st and goal.
7-yard gain on the play. And the Bears, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. They'll run with Swift. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal.
The tackle by Clay Walker. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Manungai, and he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
He'll try and throw. Here's Williams. And he overshoots everyone. It's through the back of the end zone and incomplete.
Brings up 4th and goal.
On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal.
For the Bears field
this
goal.
about as short as you can get.
24-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bears will open up a 13-0 lead. Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. The return starts from the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They find themselves down 13-0 here. As they try to get things started offensively, it's 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. And a pickup of 3, or maybe 4. It was Kevin Byard that time to make the play.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's 2nd and 6. Now Love. He's going to go deep, looking for you. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line.
38 yards.
It is a big-time play. Now, Ben Johnson has talked it over, decided to throw the red challenge flag.
Previous play is under review.
At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. He'll take this down inside the 30. It was Kevin Byard that time to make the play.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw is Love. This one on target, it's Dobbs. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 10 yards. Good for a Green Bay first down.
10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
I just don't love the look of this offense so far in this game, Mike. I mean, this first half, they've been flat, they've been lethargic, there hasn't been a lot of urgency, and we saw it again on this last play. Simple handoff, no gain, same story.
A 2nd down throw for Love. He's got it inside the 5. And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
17 yards.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Mike, anytime you're facing man coverage, there's 3 components. 1, the release. You got to get off the line and get into your route. Number 2, creating separation at the top of the break. And then number 3, no matter where the ball is thrown, just go attack it. This is exactly how it's supposed to be done. With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. Here's Love to throw. And he's in. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Packers. Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Packers are on the board. It's now 13-7.
Packers 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Chance to turn and go. That one's good for just a couple.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. They will run it over center with Swift. And he'll work his way past the 40. He's tackled after a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
2. Here's 3rd and 2. He'll try to run for it. It's Swift.
Swift, the ball carrier. Edgerrin Cooper on the stop. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, the Bears send out their second-year man, Tory Taylor, to punt. Now fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Up the middle with Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. T.J. Edwards there on the stop.
T.J. Edwards on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw is Love. Now he'll air one out. That one's broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
So often we see on these deep passes, the defender lose track of the ball in the air. They then tend to panic, and it either leads to a big pass completion or a defensive PI. In this case, he stays in phase. He's able to break the ball up and prevent a big play from happening.
This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Incomplete. The coverage by Jaquan Brisker.
Here's Daniel Whelan now, as he is on to punt for Green Bay. Going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. On the RPO, going to get it out to Odunze. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Williams. Here's a screen taken in by Swift. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
I really like the personnel adjustment by the defensive coordinator, Mike. They go dime coverage, so they're going to bring out 6 defensive backs, really play the pass and muddy it up with as many pass defenders as you can. Nowhere to go with the ball, and now we got to see, does the offensive coordinator, when he sees that dime package take the field, what answers does he have?
Packers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. First down, Packers. In motion, Reed. A good play action with Love. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
I can tell you from experience, Mike, that is going to be on his mind the rest of the week. It's one thing to drop a ball. That's going to happen every now and then. Do it, and it takes away a touchdown. Man, that stings. So we can talk short-term memory all we want. I can promise you, this guy, he's hoping to get another shot at it.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
5 yards on the play, and it's 3rd down.
3rd down, they need 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. One, incomplete. Coverage, outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot, and now it is 4th down. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This a 31-yard attempt. McManus's kick is good. And the Packers will cut the lead from 6 down to 3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. To throw is Williams. We'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
Quarterback knew the blitz was coming. You could hear him pre-snap communicating with the guys up front, but sometimes it's just the perfect defensive call, and there weren't enough blockers to account for all the rushers. He had to get the ball out quick, and thankfully for him, he got it out just in the nick of time.
On 2nd down, it's a run with Swift. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. They get 18 on that one. Good for a Bears 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That is caught downfield by Odunze. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
34 yards.
A big-time play for the Bears. It's a gain of 34.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for DJ Moore. Edgerrin Cooper on the coverage.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Williams now to throw. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Let's give credit to that pass rush for making their presence felt, and although it didn't result in a sack, it's the disruption of the timing that's just enough to force that incompletion.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. They'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. And that is incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
A 38-yard attempt.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Bears can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Packers offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. Toward the middle, that one caught by Watson. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. The clock will stop at 34 seconds to go until the break.
At the 32-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing is Love. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half.
First down, Green Bay.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Love. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
On 2nd down, Love. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Packers going to use their final timeout now as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Jordan Love sacked. A loss of 7 yards. It's 2nd down.
Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustments will pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he works his way through an opening. Up past the 35. Nice run for 8 on that one.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. Another run here, another run by Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Third and 2. Here we go. Now Williams. That's into the hands of Smythe, the tight end. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On the give, here's Swift. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now it looks like we have an injured Packer player on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Williams. Over the middle, that's caught by Moore. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. A gain there of 27 yards.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. On the RPO, quick toss to Burton. And he'll take this one in. Luther Burton. Touchdown, Bears.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. Williams now going to bring up the Bears, and they will go for 2.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Here's Williams on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Packers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Love quickly out to Watson. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Packers.
On play action, Love. This is taken in by Dobbs. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and it's 2 nice plays to begin this drive.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Green Bay.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Taken down back at the 50-yard line.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Off the play fake. Here's Love. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
Tyler Gordon on the coverage.
It is 3rd and long. Now Love. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Luke Musgrave. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
On comes the Packers punting team, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And we will not have a return on this one. Ball's going to hit and continue out of bounds. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Williams. A quick slant into the hands of Odunze. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. Quick slant, caught by Burton. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
48-yard line.
On the ground, it's Swift. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up a 14 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Packers' 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 6. They'll go play action here with Williams. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Well, you know, Mike, if I had to guess, I'd say that's probably not what they had in mind when they called that play, but those guys on defense, it felt like they knew what was coming from the start, and they got to him in a hurry.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
Is good. Makes the score Bears 25, Packers 10.
Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. On the return, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Packers offense about ready to take over once more. Go play action with Love. Short throw there, pulled in by Musgrave. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 13 yards to start that drop. And a quick first down.
That's good.
It's a pretty simple read. It's man coverage. They run a little interference on the inside, and that makes it hard for the defender to stick with their man, and it leads to an easy pitch and catch.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Jaquan Brisker there to bring him down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. They bring a tight end in motion left. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to pick up the first down across midfield and down at the finale.
It's a gain of 8. And the Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He'll push forward for about a yard. Trevon Dexter there on the tackle.
48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Now Jacobs. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Jaquan Brisker there defensively.
Packers set to kick this one away. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And this will not be returnable, as this kick will go out of bounds. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. Keyshawn Nixon there for the tackle.
At the 23-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 9. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Complete to DeAndre Swift. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll try to run for it. And they will finally run him down up near midfield. They get 21 on that one. 1st down, Chicago.
Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
And this is when it just gets very frustrating as a defense, because this is what it's been like all day. The pass rush is good, but just not quite good enough. They let him slip through, and he burns them with big yardage.
Here's Swift. He'll manage only a couple. Way Walker, the linebacker, on the tackle.
The tackle by Quay Walker. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 47-yard line.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Swift, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Here's Williams now to throw. Got the hook up there to Ogunze. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
21 yards.
A pickup of 21 on that connection. Good for a Bears first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's first and 10. Fourth quarter begins on the ground with Swift. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
At the 17-yard line.
I have to imagine at some point here, Mike, the defensive coordinator looks to change things up. This running back has had his way with them all day long. Get a few more guys in the box, but then you know what that does. It opens you up down the field to that passing game.
And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Second down, they need 7. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. On second down, it's Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
Third down and 7.
Here's Williams. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
If you want to win in this league and have a successful defense, how you perform on third down is critical. Even more so, your backs are up against the wall. The offense finds themselves down in the red zone looking for 6. Those third down sacks go a long way to keeping touchdowns off the board and making them settle for field goals.
On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. It'll be a 35-yard attempt. Santos's kick is good. And the Bears will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter. Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. Things not looking good. But see if he can get the turnaround going here. He'll start this drive with first down. From the gun, it's Love. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's second and 3. Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
From the gun, on third down, it's Love. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the fourth quarter. Trying to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball. So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This one not quite on target, and too much. That one falls incomplete.
All right, so it's a great example here of an RPO, but against man coverage, Mike. So that's not really what you want to run those plays against. The idea is you want to do it against zone because you want those defenders' eyes on the quarterback in the backfield.
Throwing on second down, Love. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Incomplete. He was covered by Kevin Byard.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Here's Love. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. They'll go for it. Love. That's into the hands of Wicks. He's got it. And he's going to have the Packers' first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some.
First down.
These could be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
And he'll take it on in. Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown, Packers.
Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
McManus on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Packers are able to cut the deficit. It's now 28-17. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
On 1st and 10, Williams hit, and he loses the football. And it looked like one of the Bears was able to get in there. He did, so the ball stays with Chicago.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Williams. Action made. It's Burton. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Now Williams. And that is incomplete.
I'll tell you one thing, Mike. This pass rush certainly isn't the reason why they're losing this game right now. I mean, they have made their presence felt all throughout this game, and they're about a half second away from adding another sack to their total.
The Bears send out their punt team as this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. The Packers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. To throw is Love. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Love to throw. That complete to Jacobs. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and a yard. They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak? That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He gets that complete as he hits Reed. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on 4th down.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
The open man is Reed. He's got it. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 19-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 1. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And the Packers are going to have it 1st and goal. He'll take this down to about the 3.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Packers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Back to throw is Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
At the 1-yard line.
From the 1, 2nd and goal. Wilson. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. He puts it up, and it's caught. Christian Watson, touchdown Packers. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Able to get the touchdown, Greg, as they played man coverage and got burned.
Eye discipline, Mike. Every secondary coach and defensive coordinator around the league, they emphasize you have to keep your eyes on your responsibility, because when you don't and you peek or you try to do too much, it results in plays like that, and you just don't see guys at this level that open.
Big play coming up for the Pack as they're going to go for 2.
The Packers will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Now Love. Flushed, and he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the 4th quarter.
Everybody's looking to end every drive with 6, but when you can turn that 6 into 8, man, what a confidence boost coming off the field, and they're going to force their opponent now to start chasing.
So they've cut into the lead, now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Duvernay on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Bears offense ready to take over once more.
31-yard line.
First down, it's Swift. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
38-yard line.
The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. On the give, it is Monunga. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd. Talk things over before 3rd down. Throwing is Williams. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Keyshawn Nixon on the coverage.
Waste of time.
The Bears sending out their punt team.
For the Bears.
A fair catch taken here, and it's going to come right at the 15-yard line.
First and 10.
The Packers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
By Jalen Johnson. The tackle made back at the 13-yard line.
Here's second down. To throw is Love. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
He was covered by Kevin Byard.
The crowd cranking it up another notch before third and long. Here's Love to throw. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. That is brought in, and he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Ideal circumstance there. They get the first down and preserve that final timeout. They'll drop to throw. Again, working deep downfield. That is caught, and he's into the end zone yet again. Christian Watson, touchdown Packers. That is his third touchdown of the afternoon. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His third touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Now it's McManus for the point after. He's got it. And the Packers have taken a 4-point advantage.
32, Bears 28.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bears offense getting set to get back to work. This is 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's a short throw, caught by Komet. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
That's good for the Bears. First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. Over the middle, he's got Burton. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
at the 46-yard
The receiver
line.
thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Here comes second down. Williams to the air once more. He keeps it himself, and they're going to work this down inside the 45. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately the first down.
And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
Edgerrin Cooper on the coverage.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Williams. That's complete. Commit with the catch. They'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The game hanging in the balance and a critical 3rd down. That's caught. It's the tight end commit. The Bears go ahead, take their 3rd and final timeout. They get it with 19 seconds left on the clock.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Pressure time, no timeouts to stop the clock as they get set here for a big first down. We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And even though they'll say he had a man in the vicinity of the throw, it was clearly not intended to be caught. Really smart play. Don't risk a turnover here. Live for the next snap.
This is a tough spot. 3rd down and 10. Throw it again. It's Williams. That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
On the coverage.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
One play, 4th down. Everything you've done comes down to this point, Mike. I mean, what a finish. Somehow they dial up the play they need when they need it the most, and it looks like they're going to get out of this one with a victory.
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game.
32.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here we go. One final play. He's going to go deep, looking for Reed. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So this one in the win column for the Bears. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.